When lobsters spawn, what's it to me? The kid isn't mine. But the protagonist unexpectedly said, your inability to successfully refine artifacts is directly related to this. Dragon scale prawns are inherently cold, and yin attribute food, eating too. Many weakens one's yang energy, of course. This weakening is minuscule, with no adverse effects. However, dragon scale prawns that have just spawned are different. These prawns infuse all their essence into their offspring, leaving themselves extremely weak, and they produce a nerve-paralyzing substance internally. Eating too many makes one's reactions sluggish. Do you constantly feel unable to enter the second realm of heart state, a heart like still water? Not only that, but also restless and agitated, which has severely hampered your artifact refining, making success impossible. These words stunned Luo Chong. Lately, indeed, he couldn't concentrate during refining, couldn't achieve a heart like still water. Could it really be from eating too many dragon-scale prawns? Of course, all creatures have self-preservation, dragon-scale prawns too. Having just spawned, they're at their weakest. Producing this substance is for survival, yet they're still caught and made into delicacies. Hearing this, Luo Chong immediately knelt, begging, I was wrong. I'll never eat dragon-scale prawns again. Master Yang, please guide me. What should I do now? What should I do? Hearing this, the protagonist was dumbfounded. Damn, how would I know what to do? The Heavenly Tao Library only records defect causes. It doesn't say how to fix them. Forget it. I'll stall. Thinking this, the protagonist, feigning composure, said, First, release the dragon-scale prawns you've caught. As for a solution, that depends on your future actions, but abstain long enough, and you should slowly recover. Hearing this, Luo Chong, without a shred of doubt, cupped his fists in thanks. Simultaneously, he couldn't help but feel deep admiration. One glance at my refined weapon, and he found the root of my forging failure. What absurd perception. True master, extraordinary insight. These 300 squares were well spent. Thinking, he requested of the protagonist, Master Yang, could you guide my artifact refining further? Artifact refining? Hearing this, the protagonist's face instantly darkened. Luo Chong, seeing this, knew he'd overstepped and quickly chuckled. Yes, I was presumptuous. The protagonist didn't pursue it, telling Sun Qiang to see him out. Master Luo, our master needs to rest, please. After Luo Chong left, the protagonist collapsed onto the bed, letting out a long sigh. Impersonating a master teacher isn't easy. He couldn't help but lament inwardly. Formidable master teachers understand numerous professions like the back of their hand, possessing insight unimaginable to ordinary people. I'm just relying on the Heavenly Tao Library to put on an act. Without it, I'd be exposed instantly. Truly, how do those master teachers know so much? A person's energy is limited. I only took an alchemist exam and realized the knowledge involved is as vast as the ocean. Regardless, I must study hard in the future. The library is, after all, an external crutch. Unconsciously, his consciousness suddenly appeared in the Heavenly Tao Library. Looking up, a book radiating golden light floated in midair. What's that? Nothing like this had ever happened in his Heavenly Tao Library, a golden glowing book appearing without reason. Curious, the protagonist tried to open it, only to find it completely blank, devoid of any text. Disappointed, he closed the book. Whatever, I'll study other things first. But just then, the book suddenly flew open, golden rays bursting from within. The next second, the entire book shot into the air. Throughout the library, characters continuously converged into the book. The protagonist, witnessing this, couldn't help but guess. This book. Is it collecting content from other books? Soon, the book seemed to complete its collection and closed once more. Then, under the protagonist's shocked gaze, the golden book plummeted, smashing heavily onto him. Meanwhile, at alchemist Chen Xiao's residence, A repressive atmosphere enveloped the entire household. All servants whispered. Their master might not have long. Even Chen Xiao himself was arranging his affairs. Seeing this, the servants all showed reluctant expressions. Just then, his son suddenly approached. "Father, a master teacher has arrived in Royal City. Perhaps he can solve your problem." "Master teacher?" Chen Xiao, hearing this, asked doubtfully. "Isn't it false news?" "True or false, I don't know. I heard yesterday and sent someone to inquire. This, Master Zhang Xuan not only cured Ling Tianyu's wife's illness, even Du Miaoxuan of the Du family knelt at his door. Moreover, Du Miaoxuan went in for less than 10 minutes and transformed from Dingli realm peak to a Tongxuan realm expert. Most importantly, Artifact Refiner Guild President Luo Chong also paid a special visit, emerging full of praise. He even said he's a true master teacher. Hearing this, Chen Xiao was already utterly astounded. He quickly asked, "Where is this master teacher? Take me there, quickly." "Go now." "What about selling the family assets?" Chen Xiao, hearing this, snapped. Angrily, "You dimwit, sell what damn assets? Are assets more important, or is my life? Hurry up!" Saying this, he rushed outside. Meanwhile, in the royal city's palace, Elder Qian was inspecting work as usual. Seeing his subordinates arguing, he asked, "Has anything important happened these past few days?" His subordinate, hearing this, handed over a report. "Elder, in the last 10 days, 17 one-star incidents, 12 two-star incidents, and 3 three-star incidents." A quick note here. The star-rated incidents mentioned refer to a system the palace uses for statistics, categorizing daily city events by importance. 1 star is the lowest, unimportant. 5 star is the highest, equivalent to foreign invasion, kingdom on the brink of collapse. Back to Elder Qian, after reading the report, he couldn't help but wonder. These matters are there any specific problems with them? Not with these, but something happened these last 2 days. We can't assign a star rating. That's what we were just discussing. Hearing this, Elder Qian grew more curious. "Oh? Tell me about it." 3 days ago, a man named Zhang Xuan came to Royal City claiming to be a master teacher and cured Ling Tianyu's wife's illness. However, before he could finish, Elder Qian interrupted. "I heard about this, even went to the Teachers Guild to check. There's no record of this person in the kingdom. Probably a stunt by Ling Tianyu. Pay it no mind. Classify it as a 1-star event." 1-star event? The subordinate, hearing this, gave an awkward smile. "I'm afraid it's not that simple. If it were just that, 1 star would suffice." But just yesterday, Elder Du of the Du family knelt at his door for a day. And just as Elder Du of the Du family knelt at his door for a day, yesterday, he went in for about 10 minutes and emerged, having broken through from martial artist 5th layer peak to Tongxuan realm. Elder Du's strength greatly increased. Elder Qian, hearing this, was slightly startled. If so, it can be classified as 2-star. Then the subordinate continued. But yesterday afternoon, even Artifact Refiner Guild President Luo Chong entered his residence. He left beaming, full of praise, saying that man is a true master teacher. Elder Qian, hearing this. "Luo Chong? Even he thinks so? Could this Zhang Xuan truly be a master teacher?" Thinking this, he held up 3 fingers. "Then this matter, classify it as 3-star. Alchemist Guild's Yang, president, and Chen Xiao, alchemist, went this morning, too." Yes, Alchemist Guild President Yang, Alchemist Chen Xiao, also arrived at this residence, but I heard Alchemist Guild President Yang was entirely blocked by the steward, denied entry, Yang. President and the others were all blocked. By the steward, denied entry, and Yang, President waited silently, not leaving without a single complaint. At these words, Elder Qian completely panicked. That's 4-star. No! It's a 5-star event. Write this down quickly. I must report to His Majesty. Speed! Saying this, he hurriedly turned to leave. 5-star? No need for further. Confirmation? Hearing this idiot's question, Elder Qian glared exasperatedly. So many people went, isn't that enough confirmation? What more needs confirming? Also, next time, say everything at once. Don't bloody waste my emotions. Meanwhile, in the Heavenly Tao Library, the protagonist slowly opened his eyes. He was still a bit dazed. Was I knocked out by a book? Never thought books in the Heavenly Tao Library could actually hit people. As he pondered, he suddenly noticed something amiss. What is this? He felt countless pieces of knowledge suddenly flood his mind. Simultaneously, the golden book vanished. The protagonist couldn't help but guess. Could that book convert the library's knowledge into my memories? Previously, a golden book appeared in the Heavenly Tao Library, directly knocking the protagonist unconscious. When he awoke again, he unexpectedly found he had mastered all the knowledge in the library. The next morning, as the protagonist just got up, Sun Qiang came to report, Alchemist Guild President Ouyang Cheng and Alchemist Chen Xiao are here to visit. The protagonist was somewhat surprised. Ouyang Cheng, Alchemist Chen Xiao? Yes, and they've been waiting outside for 2 hours already. Not only that, Alchemist Chen Xiao also handed over 3 million gold coins, you see? Hearing this, the protagonist ordered, let them in first. Soon, Tianshuan Royal City was in an uproar once again, just after someone met Master Yang. Soon, Tianshuan Royal City was abuzz again. Heard what? Those 2 alchemists came out in less than 5 minutes, like nothing happened, and Chen Xiao's chronic illness was cured. Looks like we were all wrong. This Master Yang is so formidable, could he be a master teacher beyond 1 star? Just as the entire royal city was abuzz with tales of Master Yang deeds, the protagonist had already returned to the academy. Seeing him return, Wang Ying hurried forward. Teacher, Miss Huang Yu is looking for you, waiting in the classroom. The protagonist couldn't help but wonder, why is she looking for me? Calling Huang Yu out, the protagonist asked directly, Miss Huang, do you need something from me? Master Lu wants me to invite you over. Hearing this, the protagonist's eyes instantly lit up. Is he taking me to the royal palace's library vault? Huang Yu, hearing this, looked embarrassed. No, Master Lu wants to assess Bai Shun and me and intends for you to be a judge. The protagonist, hearing judge, instantly lost all interest. But Huang Yu looked at him with eyes full of expectation. Master, Lu knows you have a profound understanding of calligraphy and painting and can offer the most pertinent critique, so he asked me to invite you. You must go. Hearing this, the protagonist scratched his head, thinking, I don't even know how to hold a brush, yet offer pertinent critique? This Master Lu really thinks highly of me. However, having received a favor, I still hope to use this connection to enter the kingdom's library vault. Looks like this is hard to refuse. Thinking this, he could only bite the bullet and agree. All right, as long as you don't mind my nonsense. Then, when is it? It was supposed to start at noon, but you weren't around. But if we go now, we should make it. So the protagonist, who had just returned, left again with Huang Yu. Walking down the street, the protagonist probed, I know calligraphy and painting are hard to learn. The competition isn't easy either, right? The assessment was set by Master Lu and Master Yuan Yu Bai Shun, and I didn't know beforehand, and we're not sure about the exact assessment method. The protagonist heard, Master Yuan Yu, thinking, isn't this person a famous physician in Tianshuan Royal City? What calligraphy and painting rules is he setting? Just as he was puzzled, he heard Huang Yu praise, Master Yuan Yu isn't just a master of medicine, he's also highly accomplished in calligraphy and painting. Even Master Lu praises him endlessly. His river bird scroll, the trees so lifelike, actually attracted real birds, a celebrated tale. The protagonist, hearing this, was secretly impressed. This Master Yuan Yu is that skilled? To attract real birds with a painting that speaks volumes of his level, even if not on par with Master Luo Chong, he can't be far off. Moreover, this time Master Lu invited not only you, but also him, saying 3 judges ensure fairness. Hearing this, the protagonist exclaimed it was great, thinking, since 2 true masters of calligraphy and painting are present, I'm just making up numbers. I'll just go with the flow. Soon, the 2 arrived at Luo Chong's residence. Little brother, Zhang Xuan, you're finally here. Seeing the protagonist, Luo Chong's face lit up with joy. Come, let me introduce you. This is Master Yuan Yu, also my closest friend, a calligraphy and painting virtuoso. Saying this, he then introduced to Yuan Yu beside him. This is the little brother Zhang Xuan I mentioned to you, though young. But this is the little brother Zhang Xuan I mentioned to you, though young. His attainments in calligraphy and painting are probably not beneath yours or mine. Hearing this, the protagonist quickly interjected, Master, you overpraise me. I just casually learned a bit. Seeing the protagonist's modesty, Yuan Yu praised, learning knows no age, the skilled are teachers. Your ability to successively see through Luo Chong's 2 paintings and point out issues, that insight is remarkable. Such young people are increasingly rare. Luo Chong, seeing the mutual flattery was about done, announced, All right, since everyone's here, let's begin. There's only 1 copy of Ink Pavilion's scroll. It can only go to one of you, hence this assessment. However, you've only been exposed to calligraphy and painting for a short time. Asking you to paint now as an assessment probably won't yield much. So Yuan Yu and I discussed and came up with an assessment method. At this, Yuan Yu interjected, that is, little brother Zhang Xuan and I will paint, and you will appreciate. Whoever comments most pertinently takes the Ink Pavilion scroll. Paint? At these words, the protagonist was utterly dumbfounded. I'm just a bystander and you want me to paint? Are you bloody testing them or testing me? After the shock, he quickly tried to stop it. I think I don't need to paint. But he was immediately interrupted by Luo Chong. It's a gathering of scholars. Many literary societies require composing poems. It's rare for you and Brother Yuan to both be here. Let's also exchange through painting to let these juniors witness the true charm of calligraphy and painting. The protagonist, feeling guilty, wiped his sweat. Hey, really no need. How about you 2 paint? You see, I didn't prepare anything today. The protagonist was dragged over by Luo Chong to be a judge for a calligraphy and painting assessment, who knew the so-called assessment would turn into the protagonist's painting on the spot. Isn't this ridiculous? Can't even hold a brush, yet asked to paint? However, no matter how the protagonist demurred, Luo Chong just took it as modesty and said to Huang Yu and Bai Xun on his own, Later, when Master Yuan Yu and Master Zhang are painting, you watch carefully. Consider it a learning experience. Now, the protagonist was completely cornered. If I knew today's assessment was like this, I wouldn't have come, even if beaten to death. At this moment, Luo Chong spoke. We're meeting as friends through painting, so no set topic. Brother Yuan, you're the senior. You go first. Yuan Yu agreed, walked to the table and picked up a brush. He closed his eyes slightly, stroking his beard. The next second, he suddenly opened his eyes. His entire demeanor changed abruptly, exuding an aura of lofty mountains and flowing water. He wielded the brush like flowing clouds and water, continuously applying ink. This scene stunned Huang Yu. Is this intent presence realm? Correct. Luo Chong nodded. The 3rd realm of painting intent presence. At this point, another Keipu is needed. The 4 realms of painting are, first, recording reality, meaning to record facts. The painting matches the scene's scenery, identically. Second, spiritual animation, meaning the painted scenery is no longer rigid, but contains spiritual sense. This is the 2nd realm. Third, intent presence, reaching a realm where the artwork's artistic conception can be perceived even by animals and beasts. In this realm, the artistic conception must be in mind before painting. Fourth, startling. Grace meaning the painted figures possess their own aura, to the point where even animals cannot distinguish real from fake. Back to Yuan Yu. He soon completed his painting, finally, not forgetting to show off a bit. Hey, haven't painted in days. My brushwork is quite rusty, a humble display. At this, Huang Yu seized the chance to ask, Master Lu, is this a painting of the intent presence realm? This painting indeed reached the intent presence realm, but only just reached it. As for why I say this, you'll need to appraise it. Whoever answers correctly later wins. With that, he turned to the protagonist. Now that Master Yuan Yu has finished painting, little brother Zhang Xuan, it's your turn. These words made the protagonist's head throb. Do I really have to paint? But I know nothing. How can I paint? I can't just draw a chick at a halo and call it a divine phoenix, can I? Thinking this, he could only say awkwardly, can. I read a book for a while before painting. Read a book? Hearing this, Lu Chen was a bit baffled. What kind of book do you want to read? Could it be that little friend has reached a bottleneck in calligraphy and painting? The protagonist, hearing this, could only continue to fib. That's not it. It's that my mental state is still difficult to switch freely. Before each painting, I need to read a lot of books to alleviate it. Only then can I produce higher quality work. Who knew these words would actually gain Yuan Yu's understanding? You're so young, if you can't adjust your mental state well, it's indeed hard to create impressive works. Lu Chen, don't you have many secret manuals and rare books on calligraphy? And painting in your study? Let little friend Zhang Xuan go take a look. We'll wait here for him to adjust. Then he can show us his painting skills. Hearing this, Lu Chen's whole demeanor instantly soured. Last time he read in my study, I accidentally suffered a huge loss. Got it. Thinking this, he forced a calm look at the protagonist. Little brother Zhang Xuan, you know where the study is, right? I won't see you there. The protagonist thanked him and immediately ran towards the study. Seeing this, Huang Yu couldn't help but ask, puzzledly, reading books to adjust one's mental state? Master Lu, why haven't I heard of such a precedent before? Mental state adjustment varies from person to person. It's hard to say. At this, Yuan Yu spoke. Actually, this is related to habit. There was once a strong expert who sold firewood before he became famous. Bai Shun, hearing this, interrupted. Is Master talking about Old Man Luchai? Correct. It's Old Man Luchai. You know his path to fame was arduous, his cultivation diligent, but you don't know that before dueling, he also had to adjust his mental state, and his method was chopping firewood. Chopping firewood for a day would bring his mental state to its peak. There are many such examples. It's not strange for this little friend Zhang Xuan to need to read to adjust his mental state. It's just... Seeing him hesitate, Lu Chen smiled. Brother Yuan, feel free to speak your mind. When I finished painting just now, I specifically glanced at him, but he looked at my painting with a bewildered expression, as if completely ignorant of calligraphy and painting. Brother Yuan, though you are a physician skilled in minute observation, Zhang Xuan could even see through summer-autumn scroll and roaring crimson bear. He shouldn't have that expression. Yuan Yu, hearing this, smiled embarrassedly. It's also possible I saw wrong. When he comes out to paint later, we'll know at a glance. At this, Lu Chen suddenly remembered something. By the way, Brother Yuan, who are you visiting this afternoon? Oh, I heard a master teacher named Zhang Xuan came to Royal City, solved the problems of Ling Tianyu's wife and du Miaoxuan. His methods are extraordinary, so I want to go see. Lu Chen heard. Master teacher! His eyes immediately widened, face full of disbelief. Yuan Yu, seeing this, suggested, why don't we visit together this afternoon? I know you've always wanted to break through to the fourth realm in calligraphy and painting. Perhaps with a master teacher's guidance, you can break through in one go. Thus, at Yuan Yu's suggestion, Lu Chen decided to visit Master Yang with him after the assessment. The new student competition is imminent. Mo Xiao, Lu Xun's disciple, suddenly sought out his good brother Zheng Yang, saying he just learned a spear technique and came specially to spar. This scene attracted 4 onlookers. Who do you think will win between them? I heard that to cope with this teacher evaluation, Teacher Wang even taught Mo Xiao several moves from his family spear technique. Zhao Ya, hearing this, exclaimed, "Family spear technique? You mean Wang family spear?" Liu Yang beside him was somewhat puzzled. Is Wang family spear very famous? Wang Ying explained, there are 2 Wang families in Tianshuan Royal City. One is mine, one of the 4 great families. The other is the family of spearmaster Luo Chong. Luo Chong is known as the #1 spear expert in Tianshuan Royal City. Even His Majesty Shen Jue praises him endlessly. His original Wang family spear is a masterpiece, a coveted skill for countless spear learners. Liu Yang worried. That powerful? Then isn't Zheng Yang doomed to lose? Not necessarily. Zhao Ya analyzed timely. Zheng Yang's strength was far inferior to mine before, but after learning Teacher Zhang's spear technique, his aura has grown stronger. So if they really fight, it depends on who has learned more skillfully. However, such a powerful Wang family spear, originally a secret not to be passed on, I didn't expect Teacher Wang, for Teacher Lu's teacher evaluation, would break the rules and teach him a few moves. Truly generous. While the few were chatting idly, Mo Xiao raised his spear. Teacher Wang taught me the 3rd, 7th, and 18th forms of Wang family spear. You be careful. With that, he rushed forward at extreme speed, using the 3rd form of Wang family spear, Cold Gleam Startles. Zheng Yang quickly raised his spear to block, simultaneously leaping backward. He couldn't help but exclaim, "What a formidable spear! Technique!" Seeing this, Wang Ying asked Zhao Ya, puzzled, "Since Mo Xiao learned such a powerful spear technique,